It's almost about to burst. Bitcoin tried to get out of the market last night, but market makers once again stopped it. When XRP tried to break out, the market makers pulled us down again because they weren't ready. There aren't any plans in place for the markets to blow up yet. Cryptocurrencies are starting to gain value on the market as a whole. We were having fun between 3.2 and 3.3. We were at 3.5 a few weeks ago. The next ones are 3.75 and 4 trillion. The fun starts after that. Do you remember Bitcoin? 100,000 is a very tough problem to solve. After that, everyone looks at 108, which is a new all-time high. Then, in an instant, 125 shows up. XRP first broke out of the area of 230 to 250. We can make another run at 272 once that drops before. That big push up into the $3 area. Bitcoin is worth $99,082 right now, which is 1.41% more than it was yesterday. Ethereum is now worth $3,645, which is about 1% more than it was yesterday. The price of XRP has gone up over 2% to $2.40. Both USDT and USDC fell to 99 cents overnight, which means they are no longer tied to the dollar. Here is the XRP chart for those who are interested. This is the trend that broke out in November. You can see that XRP had a bullish rise at the start of November. After that, it went into a consolidation phase. We are in a big chop zone. The chop's lowest point is about $2. As you might guess, the most valuable coin is $2.72. We're just bouncing back and forth like a ping pong ball here. We're looking for that big step forward. When will it get there? Q1, when is the question? Will there be a pump before Gensler comes out and Trump takes office? Should we wait to see the pump? That's the question. That is the tough question. I am making guesses. We will see the pump before Trump steps in and Gensler goes. Are there times when we go beyond these ranges? When will they finally let Bitcoin work? Don't forget that Bitcoin will go up first. Then the adults. Do you know what Bitcoin's hash rate is? It just hit a new all-time high. Interesting, huh? What do you think is going on here? What do you think they're getting ready for? You tell me why you think the hash rate keeps going up here. Bitcoin is almost about to blow up. A lot of people are giving up on this bull run. I don't get it. I really do not get it. Many people say that the peak happened in December during that time. I don't see it. I don't see a top anywhere. I have not seen a single conical blow off top yet. I haven't seen a 90% deep down retracement on any stock either as of right now. It seems like every day we hear about new all-time highs for cryptocurrencies and other valuables. That's why we did it yesterday. Since XRP has always been the altcoin and cryptocurrency that ran the last, its peak in 2017 or 2020 is usually a pretty good sign of when the crypto markets are at their peak. If that were true and the top was in, Sui wouldn't have set a new all-time high yesterday. These extra assets would no longer have flow rates in the double digits. In preparation for the huge bull run we are about to experience, everything is falling into place. Remember that this bull run has two parts. The first quarter of this year, that decline, and the second move, the parabolic blow-off tops, are the most important. This year, there will be a move that a lot of you won't be able to make. Crypto Minute put this out there. Is a bigger protest about to start? From what the story says, Bitcoin started to rise again above $97,500. The price is over $97,800, and the 100-hour simple moving average. A positive trend line is forming on the hourly chart, and support is at $97,800. Because Bitcoin is close to $100,000, the pair may start to rise above the $97,500 support zone, where it is now. This is it. Bitcoin is about to go crazy. Finally, $102,500 stands in the way. We make more than $102,500. We want to get $105,000. It costs $105,000. We want to set a new all-time high of $108,000. Is that broken? It can't just be a terrible above. Then we'll see $115,000 to $125,000 right away after a full body closure above $108,000. You won't even notice when $150,000 and $175,000 hit. After that, all of the coins will start to rise and keep going up. I am free to do it. I'm ready for this. I've been here since 2017. People. The XRP guy had a great thread. I like it. We are going to talk about it. He says you should wait for these 7 things to happen before you sell your XRP. That's right. Only one of them has broken. That's when Ripple stablecoin, or RLUST, was finished and made public. Trump is going to be president. In other words, in 14 days. In 15 days, Gary will be going and Paul Atkins will take over. The case against Ripple is almost over. It's time for the alt season. It's going to happen sometime this summer. It says that the XRP ETF was approved and that it has a link with a big bank. I think these are the two biggest ones on this list. The case between the SEC and Ripple is now officially over. That's no longer on our minds. Next are the ETFs. Institutions are going to start putting money into ETFs. A large amount of institutional cash will flow into XRP. When more money comes into the market, the price of XRP goes up. It's really that simple. That's how every item works. When more money comes into your product, its value will go up. This year, everything is going wrong. For people who own XRP, this is the year we've been waiting for. We all deserve what is going to happen, and we're the price of XRP. We will end up. This video comes next. It says that the stock market hit all-time highs before rate cuts, which showed that a storm was coming. When Trump comes back, markets that are too expensive will not last long. Expect a big drop. Central banks will not be able to keep up with the flow of money into commodities and blockchain technology like XRP. Also, there is a chance that Bitcoin will not be taxed on capital gains. This will cause a lot of money to move from the stock market to cryptocurrency. A lot of money will move from stocks to cryptocurrencies, especially during this bull run. This will cause the stock market to drop a lot and markets to get bloated. For example, they know that the big money knows ETFs are coming, and that institutional money will get in when they do. So if you put between 3% and 10% of your money into crypto and pull it out of stocks and other standard markets, you can avoid paying the 20%, 25%, or 30% tax on gains. Pay attention. This time, they have already started to drop rates, even if they plan to do so later. Each time, the data points show up when the stock market is at its highest point. Everything we like to talk about, like factory output, unemployment, and all the other things the Fed likes to look at, will stop working all of a sudden. It happens after the market breaks, not before. It takes place at that time. That's when all central banks, not just ours, will go into a panic at the same time. Their working together will cause money to grow not only in this country, but also around the world. It will also make people desperate, which will make central banks take action to protect assets they think are worth protecting, like the stock market. The metals used to make money will benefit the most from this. That's the place to be, especially in the coming year. We at MF have also been waiting. That is the place to be, especially in the coming year. Then Brad Garlinghouse says that the Trump bull market is real and that the year 2025 has come. Since Gensler's SEC pretty much shut down business opportunities in the US for years, this is even more personal for Ripple. He says that 75% of Ripple's open rules are now headquartered in the US compared to the previous 4 years when most hires were made outside of the US. Brad also said, "This is one of the most positive things I've heard from Ripple this year. We have signed more US business in the last 6 weeks of 2024 than in the 6 months before the election." Who should take Gensler's place at the SEC and others who should lead the charge? Innovation and job growth in the US are already moving faster thanks to Team Trump. More than that, they haven't even started their job yet. No matter what you think about it, Trump's campaign and the administration's first goals are already bringing interest in cryptocurrency back. Hey everyone, Ripple has hired more American companies in the past 6 weeks. Ripple is now getting calls from banks, institutions, financial institutions, and money senders who have heard the news. The fact that they did this from Thanksgiving through the end of the year is a very good sign. This is wonderful. Trump is now in charge. He backs cryptocurrencies. We want to learn more about the technology you use, or they're going back to him and saying, hey, do you remember that time we talked 2 or 3 years ago because the road is going to be built and Trump gave us the okay? We are ready to work with you.